All right. Hello. I'm here in New York. I did not grow up here. Actually, I'm an immigrant, but I'm from Canada, so no one cares. And no one should care, right? Like I didn't have to come here on a raft. I didn't have to climb a fence.
Back then was not like a bad neighborhood now.
I took. Oh, there. All right. That was interesting. All right. Someone doesn't like immigrants. Oh, and we're piling on now. That's fun. I love Zoom. I do love these Zoom shows. You never know what's going to happen. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't come here on a raft, right? I didn't have to climb a fence. I took JetBlue. All right. Now we're on track. Look, I wasn't escaping religious persecution or a totalitarian regime. I was escaping a Jewish mother. So a dictator, really. I came here for school and I ended up getting a master's degree from MIT. I like telling people I went to MIT because then they assume I'm smart and I assume they're right. Once after a show, a guy came up to me and he was like, "Did you go to the MIT?" I felt like a model that has to tell people she's a model. Yeah, I went to the MIT, 95 Nobel Prizes and 1 comedian. Yeah, his name's Larry. He's super funny. I grew up in Western Canada in Alberta, which is the Texas of Canada. Right? It's got cowboys and oil and a 1,000-kilometer unsecured border with Montana. Yeah, Montana, or as my dad says, Canada's Mexico. Or as the Mexicans say, we tunneled too far. Right, that joke requires an understanding of geography and tunneling. The first date I went on when I moved to New York, I told her I was from Canada, and she just went, "Wow, my last boyfriend was from South Africa." Okay. And then she said, "Before that, I dated an Australian, and my college boyfriend was from New Zealand." I was like, "Well, I didn't expect you to have a Commonwealth fetish." God save the Queen. Okay, that joke required an understanding of British colonialism and fetishes. Biggest adjustment moving from Canada to the US for me, getting off the metric system. Right, on the one hand, I weigh over twice as much now. On the other hand, a lot of women were intimidated by 22 centimeters. Someone's going to do that conversion. I will save you the time. 22 centimeters is 0.000167 miles. I haven't been that productive during the quarantine. I think it's because I have too many streaming services, right? I've got my Netflix. I've got my Hulu. I've got my sister's webcam. Oh, not my actual sister. It's just the name of the site. I see some looks of recognition. Anything that can go wrong goes wrong in 2020, right? Like the other day, right before Thanksgiving, I threw out my back during sex, which is ridiculous. I'm not that old, and I was only watching. What was I watching? Good question. No one asked. My sister's webcam. Pay attention. I don't know. I went to MIT, and then I got a job on Wall Street as an investment banker. Wow, that silence has texture. Was it something I said? I worked on Wall Street for about 10 years, and then I left after a disagreement. Like I wanted to keep working. They disagreed. I think I was an okay banker, but I clearly wasn't getting groomed for like management. Like I toiled away working over 100 hours a week for a decade, and I was never offered cocaine. Not even Adderall. And I asked politely. The one thing I miss from finance are the holiday parties, especially this time of year, right? Because they'd rent out a trendy bar, free drinks all night. I remember one year That's all I remember. That's how good a party it was. My parents have a mixed marriage. My mother's Jewish, my father's patient, and but I didn't grow up religious. Like I would use the same spoon for meat, dairy, or heroin. I'm saying I do heroin. I'm saying I have a favorite spoon. In high school, Sarah Goldberg wouldn't go out with me because her mother said I wasn't a real Jew. Heartbreaking. And then my mother said, if this makes you feel better, Adam, you know who would have considered you a Jew? Hitler. All right, I'm Adam Muller. Thank you so much, everybody.
You've been going for Adam Muller.